All right, 106.1 Kiss FM, all the hits. Good morning, it's the Rob's Radio Show with Kat Michaels. Good morning, Kat.
Good morning, Rob.
Today's show is brought to you by iPhone Todd, iPhoneTodd.com, and I'm not going to wait around any longer. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. We have the New Day here in the studio with us.
New Day?
And can I be the first to please go, New Day rocks, New Day rocks, New Day rocks, New Day rocks.
That's right. I will say though, I mean, I appreciate it, but you're definitely not the first. I feel like people are saying it around the world.
That's right.
Yeah,
people love us.
You see it on TV. You know what they're saying. New Day rocks.
Absolutely. Now, I've noticed a couple of rascals out there who have been saying New Day sucks.
No. They're saying New Day socks. They want us to sell New Day socks.
I would
shop.
Oh.
Yeah,
socks.
and they're
Some
coming.
nice knee highs.
Yes.
That's
Trying
a
to
really-
talk to them and merch,
some
trying to get
stripes on top.
Yep, all different types.
You know, Kat.
Knee highs, ankle socks, all of them. We're gonna cover all the bases. The entire
That's actually
spectrum.
a really good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, because
We're very
everybody
close.
who doesn't wear socks,
Right, we went to school.
you know,
Yep.
Okay.
everybody wears socks.
So the audience knows I'm a huge wrestling fan. I have questions for all three of you. First of all, let me introduce the gentleman to my right, Xavier Woods. Good morning, Xavier.
Good morning. Just to know, it's Xavier. I just have to make sure everyone knows.
The X is not silenced.
Okay.
Xavier.
Okay,
No
Xavier.
letters are invisible to us.
I apologize. Next to you is.
Hold up, because
Hold up.
I'm digging the suspenders and
Well-
the tie clip with the chain. These guys look sharp.
I'm gonna give you a whole bunch of
Attention to
knowledge on
detail.
Xavier here in a second.
Okay.
Next to Xavier is Kofi.
He said Xavier.
Xavier.
I said it, didn't I?
said Xavier.
I just said Xavier.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, I
Yes,
apologize.
I am next to X Xavier.
Kind of like
Hey,
Excalibur.
if you guys want to, we can all go, the Rob sucks, the Rob sucks, and then of course, Big E is next to Kofi. Hi, Big E.
Oh, why, hello there.
I have a quick story for you, if you don't mind.
Uh-huh.
The Slammy Awards, I guess this was 2013. You made your debut in Philadelphia.
That's right.
I was there in the building, and I was very excited to see your debut at the end of that show. Who was John Cena in the ring?
Yeah, and I mowed him down.
You did. And we were watching in the crowd, and we did not have great seats, but we had no idea what was happening. And I've always taken a very special interest in your career because I was there for your television debut, at least on Raw.
I popped that cherry in front of you.
Thank you for
you
doing
can say
that.
right?
I don't know, but you just did, and that's cool.
My wrestling cherry.
And that's
As the lady in headphones, you're fine.
Thank
we
you.
got this.
and you're right. Actually, it hurts. I had no idea.
That
Full
might have
circle.
been a bit too
We're
much.
getting over.
I was yelled at for saying morning woods. Woods, I'm Woods, and it's in the morning. And you can say, pop your
That's
cherry?
worse. I think it's worse.
Kat, it was nice
Why?
knowing you.
I'm
Yeah.
Woods, and it's
Our
morning.
radio career's been great, Rob.
Here we are.
I appreciate that. So
Here we are. Starting off strong.
can I, Xavier, if you don't mind, let me talk to you for a second.
I don't mind.
I saw I saw the E60 special on ESPN.
All right.
And you were a big part of that. Mm-hmm. And you have a lot of interesting things going on in your career right now.
Oh, well, thank you.
So you are on track to become the first wrestler with a PhD. Tell me
Yes,
about
sir.
this.
It is a feat that I just want everyone to behold as soon as it happens, because then people will have to refer to me as Dr. Xavier Woods. And as I was speaking earlier, I have always dreamed of becoming king of the ring. Then people would have to refer to me as King Dr. Xavier Woods.
That's kind of fancy.
Kind of fancy.
I'm not even gonna lie. That's okay. That's a whole lot
Yeah,
fancy.
very, very. And the biggest reason is because, I watched wrestling back in the day and loved it. And just seeing how things progress throughout history, I feel like our generation is a little bit different in the sense that we have our fingers in a lot of other things, and the public knows that, as where they didn't know that about some of the other guys back in the day, because
Sure.
the world wasn't as small with social media and all of that. And so for me, I feel like I'm using wrestling to show kids, like, hey, you can live this dream. If you want to be a rock star, a football player, a pro wrestler, sports entertainer, in our case, you can also get your education as well, because...
And be a doctor.
Exactly.
What are you hoping to get your doctorate in?
Educational psychology. So when I'm finished wrestling, I'll work with children dealing with autism.
That is exceptional.
And I'll probably open a video game store as well. So, a little
That's-
bit of therapy, a little
trust-
bit of gaming.
Kat, that's one thing I'm about to go
The
crazy
gaming
on.
side of things.
Because I know
Yeah.
I've read interviews with you and Nintendo Power.
Indeed.
So you're
yeah.
a big video game fan, aren't you?
I'm a very big video game fan. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but ever since my son was born, I have not had a whole lot of time to play video games. Obviously, it's
why I had no kids.
well worth. The sacrifice has been well worth it, and then some. But yes, actually, Xavier here brings a what's called a games case on the road. So there's a PS4 and LCD screen and he has like Mortal Kombat and all these games that we get to actually play on the road. We played Mortal Kombat for like an hour and a half the other day.
Mortal Kombat 10?
Yes.
Mortal Kombat
X.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat X.
I keep forgetting X's. I screw up all my X
yes,
sounds.
I know. You got something against X.
Mortal Kombat's the only game that I was ever able to play because I can button mash.
Yes.
I'm hoping one of
Yes.
you brought your
So-
3DS because I bring it everywhere I go to get my friends.
He's not kidding.
Got your 3DS on? There it is.
Okay.
You got, look at you in a satchel. too?
Yeah, I've got
Look
and
at
it's
you.
it's a Club
Little pouch.
Nintendo satchel.
What are you playing?
Let's see, Codename Steam's in there right now.
Okay.
Ever play that?
No, I have not.
It's pretty cool. We'll get to that in a second. What?
All right.
So you play games too, Xavier?
He's a gamer.
course.
He's a gamer.
Big E, do you game?
I'm a very casual gamer. Unfortunately, these two are so much better than me that it's embarrassing. So
See, I'm with you. That's exactly where I'm at. I'm like, I just look bad.
yeah. So I'm a closet gamer at best.
Smackdown's coming to the Ford Center tonight in Evansville. It's going to be an awesome show. It starts at 7. Tickets are still on sale for as low as $15. So what games did you grow up playing? Were you an NES kid?
I was, specifically NES, Super NES, and then when PlayStation came out, I was a PlayStation guy, and
Right.
then Xbox came out, and I tried to boycott Xbox
I'm
and
the
be
same
a
way.
PlayStation guy. But
I'm a
then
PS4
actually,
guy.
Zack Ryder, I got, he sold me his Xbox for like peanuts. So I had no choice but to buy it in developmental in Atlanta and became an Xbox guy, So
Okay.
I've been a gamer since I was just a wee lad.
So what would you say all-time favorite game?
All-time favorite game has got to be the Mortal Kombat franchise. I can't really put gaming at that point in time was amazing,
Yeah.
when Mortal Kombat came out, with all the controversy, and it was kind of like,
him.
like you had all these people on the news and these adults, crushing games and saying that, oh, no, this is too violent for kids, and we were like rebelling against the cause and all this. And
Right.
just,
Dude, I was there.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
I'm 31. Can I ask how old you are?
I am 33.
Okay, so we're
in
in
my
that,
prime.
We're in that same
My prime,
time.
actually, yes.
What
Yes.
about you, Xavier? What's your favorite game? All time.
My favorite game of all time would have to be Mario Kart Double Dash.
Oh, that's
the
the GameCube
GameCube.
one.
Yes.
I have every Mario Kart game.
It is the greatest game of all time. That to me is tied with a game called Nights into Dreams for Sega Saturn.
Mm-hmm.
You play as this knight who's in these kids' dreams, and you fly around, you defeat these monsters. But it's got an amazing soundtrack, very soothing. Those are my two top games. And everything else, play literally everything. Right now, Final Fantasy 14
Okay.
is consuming my life.
I beat 13. I haven't gotten 14.
13 is
yet.
great. 14 is an MMO, so it's essentially World of Warcraft, but just
Right.
with Final Fantasy. And so I've got a level 48 Bard.
No
so
kidding.
I'm kind of in.
An impressive bard.
Very impressive.
For the record,
Biggie, are you completely lost right now? Man, I'm so confused.
I understand. I've heard some of these terms. As far as what they mean, I'm
Yeah.
often.
All right,
no,
cool.
yep.
I don't feel so bad
a
now.
bard is basically Fandango. That's essentially what a bard is, right? For the someone who sings and dances.
I don't need to do it, do I? Don't make me do it.
Oh, please do it.
For the record, A Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past.
Okay, so talking about Legend of Zelda, I actually have a Triforce tattoo on my
I didn't even know
forearm.
that. Oh my goodness, you do.
Courage, power, wisdom. So just so everyone knows,
Nice.
it's a real thing. Video games are the greatest thing on the planet,
And-
and no one can say otherwise because there's no ground for it.
I agree. It's the best storytelling medium of all time.
Exactly. Put a controller in your hand, kids.
And number 2 is the first Resident Evil. My all-time
First
favorite.
Resident Evil is very good.
So there
It's
you
very
go.
good.
Let me take a real quick break. Biggie, I'm not ignoring you. I have questions
It
for you.
feels like it.
I have questions for you. Kat, I told you.
I got you. Much
Appreciate
love.
that.
Kat, did I describe Biggie appropriately for you? Did he fit the description?
Yes, you told me he was going to be a very large man.
We're talking. He's a huge guy, like 0% body fat, extremely. If the fight breaks out in here, I'm worried about Big E. To be honest with you, you guys have a very formidable tag team, a trio, And I want to talk to you more about that and the Smackdown show that's coming to the Ford Center tonight at 7. Be there. The main event, Roman Reigns and Dolph Ziggler taking on Seth Rollins and Big Show. We want to have you there. Tickets still available for just $15. The New Day will stay with us here for another segment on 106.1 Kiss FM. Keep it right here. Still sitting here with, the 3 biggest men that have ever been in this studio?
Definitely.
The New Day's in the house. Let me do it again. New Day rocks. New Day rocks. Hold on. I'm doing it.
Hold up. Oh my gosh.
Oh!
What was that?
Rob sucks.
Now wait, what was that?
Rob
You
sucks.
gotta get the tempo right,
Remember
man.
what I told you? If you made them mad, I was gonna be down here
I know.
in the floor.
That
in the
is
corner.
offensive.
Do not make them mad.
I said,
I've heard people be off, but that was vile, man.
Let me show you. What is
That
it?
was painful. Day rocks.
I know.
New Day rocks.
New Day rocks. New
Oh, I don't
Day
know
rocks.
what the hell that was.
Strike
All right.
one.
Come on, that's 2 strikes for the price of one. Come on, that's a double strike.
Not a deal, a steal.
a double strike.
For you.
All right. Well, I apologize, and hopefully I can live that one down. SmackDown's coming to the Ford Center tonight. Tickets are available at the Ford Center box office, Ticketmaster.com. They begin at $15, cats.
That's right.
I've got my tickets, though, and I'm excited.
Indeed.
I've been to, I believe, almost 60 WWE shows.
Really?
Yeah.
60?
Wow.
I've been to a whole bunch.
6-0?
I grew up in Philadelphia, so a lot of
Yes.
shows came, through there. And then once I got into radio, getting free tickets became extremely easy. So I've been to a whole bunch of them.
Oh, so are you gloating to people?
Well, you guys
Did
get
you
free tickets. Don't you? Well, I mean, to this show, I am.
We do. I take care of our promotions for the station. So one of the promotions that we do is called Ringside with the Rob. So we have a winner every day for a week, and those people get a pair of ringside tickets. But the fun part of it is that they get to sit with Rob and his guests. So there's a pair of tickets for Rob with that promotion,
True.
and then there are 5 winners and 5 guests that all get to sit together.
Okay. And
So,
so is this the contest that you guys won? We have some guests in the studio right now.
They
right?
actually won an Enhancement Talent Contest, which is
something
a
different.
video podcast that I do with Eric Cornish. And you'll talk to him. Actually, you talk to him at the Ford Center. You'll talk to him at your next station visit.
Okay.
And we talk about wrestling for about 10 minutes twice a week. We love it. I mean, it's one of our biggest passions. It's wrestling and video games for me and music, and that's it. Perfect. So, speaking of music, I always like to ask our guests, do you guys listen to pop music at all? Is that your thing? Not really. What do you guys have on your iPads or iPods or whatever?
It's funny you reference pop music because the last time we actually did a radio interview, we had a little contest where no, I need to.
Yeah, please.
And the premise was a song was started and then we had to finish the lyrics, and I don't really listen to the radio, but I crushed them. I crushed the 2 of them.
what
I won,
song was it?
one of them was a Taylor Swift song. I think I won a
Shake It
woman
Off?
a purse. I won someone else some tickets, and they did nothing for the people
snap.
that they were supposed to help. Nothing. So there's 2 people out there that should honestly feel rather indebted to me, and a couple people that should hate the 2 of them. Honestly.
Hate is so
Hate is
strong.
a very strong word.
Too strong.
Let's be honest.
That's too strong.
So, is Taylor Swift one of your favorite artists or not so much?
I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
She's a very talented young. Okay, Kanye.
You're talking to the right guy for Kanye.
We don't all look alike. No, I'm a big hip hop fan.
Me too.
Yeah. I like some of the, I guess, more underground stuff. I'm a big fan of Blue, Cannibal Ox,
Okay.
Flatbush Zombies, just some different stuff. I listen to commercial stuff as well. But yeah, big hip hop head.
Kofi?
Yeah, my roots are in hip hop for the most part, but I like a little bit of everything, to be honest. I mean, my iPod has, a little bit of country, classical. I was just listening to, actually, I don't even know what it is, but it's like this relaxation style music they were actually playing at the building, and I Shazammed it immediately, and it's this weird, like, yoga-esque type music. And I downloaded the whole entire CD, album. I'm not that old.
At least you didn't say
Record. But I got a lot of range.
Okay, so best rapper.
Best rapper.
You can go living or dead.
Wale.
Really?
Well, I wouldn't. In my opinion, he's not the best. I'm more of an old school, so I would have to go with a as standard as this may be, probably like Biggie.
I'm a Biggie guy too.
You know,
I put Biggie over Pac, but just slightly.
It depends, man. I go back and forth. Like
But-
they both have classics, and I just can't.
The two that
separate
eclipse
the two.
them, though, I feel like, are Jay and Eminem. Personally,
Eclipse Biggie and
I,
Tupac?
I do think
How
so.
long do we have
They
to
had,
talk about this?
they had a. They've got.
Let's give
I'll put
Xavier
him up
the mic.
there,
He's
but-
fired
Okay,
up now.
go ahead, Xavier. Please put me in my
I
place.
just feel like that's very intense. I mean, we don't have long enough to argue about who's a better rapper, and just I guess I'll say okay for your taste, they've eclipsed them. I say Biggie's, above, but whatever.
I have every album from all the artists we mentioned above: Tupac, Biggie, Eminem, Jay-Z. I have every single one of their works.
Okay.
And I think that Jay and Eminem, they've got a better body of work now. Maybe 2 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what
The
I'm
body
saying.
of work would have been great, and I mean, even though he passed, the body of work still continued to grow somehow magically.
Okay, Biggie or Pac, Xavier?
Do not do that to me. Biggie.
Me too.
Biggie.
Me too.
Biggie only,
His stuff
but
was
I'll
like-
say because of the song "Nasty Girl."
Okay, I'm with you. I thought his stuff was more danceable. Like
Yes.
it was less violent and more danceable. I
Yes.
felt like, and I dug that about him.
Yeah,
So-
it depends on how you dance.
Depends on what you're in the mood for.
But see, so as we talked about what music everyone has, so while we're driving the car, we do have lots of different kinds of music. So Kofi does have some country, some relaxation. E's got some of the good hip hop. What I bring to the table is lots of video game music. So
No kidding.
I like video game remixes. One of my favorite artists is a guy by the name of DJ Cutman. So he takes video game music and then remixes it and makes it like he can make dubstep stuff. He just makes it really interesting. And then there's a guy by the name of Megaran, who is the only rapper licensed by Capcom.
No kidding.
Really?
Yes. So he uses like Mega Man beat, Street Fighter stuff, and he raps on that. He just raps about video games.
Have you ever heard of the Mini Bosses?
Yes.
They have a great Metroid remix that
Yes,
I
I'm a
love.
fan of the mini bosses. I love them. So
Very cool.
that's another one of the reasons I think that the three of us work, because we've got very good range and dynamic in pretty much every aspect of life.
WWE Smackdown coming to the Ford Center tonight, Kat. I'm
Yeah.
very, very excited. Kofi, you've been around here a little bit longer than these guys.
Yes, I have.
Do you?
Yes, I know.
Have you?
It's funny they call me Pops, man.
No
Like
kidding.
I always grew up being like the youngest one of all my friends and everything, and that has completely changed. These guys are 86ers. They what I call 86 me all the time while they talk about. I was just talking about CDs, and they were looking over here and like laughing at
Right.
me. So it's constant. It's constant to the point where I've developed the nickname of Pops, which I don't know how I feel about.
Have you?
I remember when you started in WWE. So I was watching religiously at that point in time.
Yeah.
Every Monday night, didn't miss it.
I know.
You were top rope, high flying, all over the place, and it was epic. Like that was the thing that I always loved about wrestling. Like I love the big guys, but I love the fast, high action, high energy, and
Indeed.
it was amazing.
What may I ask? What year of school were you in when you remember Kofi debuting?
I was already out of school.
Okay, all right.
'Cause
All right,
I-
here you go.
I-
Nice
I-
try.
He tried to
We've
86 me.
established how old you are. We've established how old you are, Biggie.
29.
I'm older than all three of you by. You said you're
And me.
33.
I'm 33,
Yeah,
born in
I
81.
got a few more years.
So go ahead and make some more age jokes.
That wasn't a joke. I was just curious. We're learning about
Well,
each
It
other.
was a little snark. You're a little snark.
I did tell
Little
you my
snark.
daughter's 16.
There you go.
I didn't hear that.
She will be 16.
There you
Okay.
go.
Now I know.
Dig,
Now I know.
dig
So, yeah,
yourself
yeah.
into that hole. That's right.
So,
dig yourself into that hole.
Have you kind of taken on that father role of the group? Do you teach these guys?
Apparently, not by design.
I don't mean that to be disrespectful.
Yeah, no, I think it just kind of comes. What's really weird for me is that like I look at the roster now, and it's so completely different.
Very young
from-
roster.
Yeah, from when I first started. I mean, obviously when you start there, you have a whole lot of like veterans and everything, and then as the years go by, you look around, and all of a sudden you're starting to become like the veteran, I guess.
You are.
Which is, to me, I don't know. It's still strange to me because I'm always just trying to learn as much as I can, even still now, every day. And I had a lot of guys who, passed on like a lot of knowledge to me. MVP, CM Punk, Edge, Christian,
Right.
and I was very fortunate to be under the. Those learning trees, I guess. So I just try to pass that same information forward, especially to these guys. Just
That's cool.
because it was what was done to me. So I'm just trying to pay it forward.
But 10 years from now, these guys are going to be mentioning Kofi.
I know.
And the
Well-
guy as the guy that taught them. I'm being serious though. That's an honor thing.
All right.
You know, you should be honored. I think.
It's very bizarre to grasp that, because like wrestling world, like, you know, if you're there for 5 years, that's a very long time as opposed to like 5 years of your everyday life. You know,
Right. Like we can do this till we're in our 60s if we need to. You know, but not everyone can do that.
Well, the body just isn't capable of handling that.
Indeed, but like I said, I'm in my prime. You know, I ain't going nowhere.
I still, if you're in a battle royal, I make sure I don't miss it. I make sure I don't miss it.
Indeed.
Big E, my girlfriend's gonna kill me for asking you this.
What's up?
My girlfriend loves Kofi, loves Xavier. Can't stand you. Should I dump her? Should I dump her? Or
I don't
what?
want to ruin lives or relationships, but yeah, she's out.
Understood. Kat, do we have questions on the Facebook for the New Day before we have to let them go?
We do.
Hey, let me remind everyone, tickets available at the box office.
Yes.
Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com. Smackdown is tonight.
That's right.
It's going to air
The
on Thursday on
Ford
Sci-Fi.
Center, downtown Evansville. What? All right. Let's see. Christopher wants to know what he should put on his sign. So what should I put on my sign?
That's easy. New Day Rocks.
New Day Rocks.
New Day Rocks.
Yeah.
Or on the other side,
question?
the Rob Sucks.
There's that.
The
Yeah, you flip it
Rob
around.
Sucks.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
Our buddy Steve wants to know if you're looking for potential new members.
Good question.
We're open to it. We're open to it, I
Yeah,
suppose.
we're open to it if you,
What?
if you fit the mold. Yeah.
What?
There's a long application process as well.
What is the mold though? What would be an attribute in someone you're looking for?
Well, the thing about the mold is that it's indistinguishable. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You just have to fit in. You know what I'm saying? Like, we never planned on being kind of, you know, similar. We just be, you know?
All right.
We just are. So
Sure.
it just happens, and we just vibe together. So
It's-
if you can fit inside our, you know, our circle of good vibes, then maybe
Maybe
you'd
you
be
can
accepted.
So it's like it's a lifestyle more than anything
Really
else.
is. It's can you make people feel good?
All right, no, answer this honestly. Do you think I'd fit in? I play video games. I know Mortal Kombat X. I'm learning how to
could.
say
It's hard
Xavier's
to
name.
say.
But you're wearing a Triple H shirt?
I called that this morning.
No, wait,
I asked how you were going to
But
feel
it's
about that.
it's authority
Yeah.
approved. Authority approved. Right?
That's true.
All right, so you
That's
remember
true.
the line.
Okay.
To quote you guys from
All right.
last night.
All right.
It's
I
true.
will say.
It's very hard to say. I mean, and it's not just a 20-minute or 30-minute process. It
Yeah.
have to be
Lots of things.
A lot of things have to come into play. I mean, you know, we know you within the confines of these walls here
Sure.
in the studio, but then maybe you take the headphones off and you go out there and you're a completely different person.
Hey,
Who
yeah.
knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
Could
It's,
you
you
know-
know? It's kind of like trying to get a spot on a Broadway show. You know, there's callbacks.
Could you guys
Yeah.
come?
More and more.
We also have
two.
this thing where we take you into the forest and put a burlap sack over your head as well, and a lot of things will happen.
Oh,
a lot
no.
of a lot of
Okay,
things.
so I got this
Yep.
next question.
Hold on. I was wondering, now after all that, could you guys cut like a bad guy promo on me real quick? Like,
Bad guy?
Or just like,
the new day is all about positivity.
Yeah.
all right, well then say nice things about me,
Bad
sure.
Got a bad bone in our body.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, people are always like,
Oh,
oh,
you guys are turning bad guys. I love it. You got.
we've been doing the same thing that we've always done. We
Yeah.
put smiles on
That voice
faces, you know?
was great.
You guys are out there and you're making people sad, and you guys suck.
You know, like, why?
I feel the urge to
I
push
just-
up my glasses. Now.
Yeah, right?
I mean,
I just
like
don't
Pull your
understand
pants up
it.
real high.
I know, right?
The only thing
Okay.
that we do is we go out there and promote positivity. That POP.
Okay, well then,
down.
would
That's
you
all
be
we
able to
do.
promote some of that positivity on me?
We always do. That's what we've been. What have we been doing for the past
10 minutes?
20
All right,
minutes?
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Come on,
All
Rob.
You got more questions?
Yeah. Brittany wants to know. Ask Biggie, how long does it take to get his little outfit on?
Woo!
And if he's afraid that anything may fall out of the leg hole.
First, it doesn't take long at all. I like to get nice and oily before I put things on, so it's nice and slick getting it on. But I don't care if things fall out. I'm not afraid of anything.
That's
Look,
the right answer.
Look, the kids need to know what yes. What?
Big E, is it safe to say you are the best hung of the three?
What?
I'm asking. Is it safe to say?
We don't, ma'am. Next question, please, ma'am. Kat, if we could just, if there's any more Facebook questions, if we can move it along.
Craig wants
That was
to
a
know.
yes.
Mack?
That was a yes.
No, Craig Beckwith
1,000 degrees.
wants to know if you can face any tag team, past or present, who would it be?
We came up with actually a good answer for this because it was asked to us, as it often is, and the answer is Us.
Yes.
We would face ourselves.
You face
We would
yourself.
face
Because we're the
ourselves.
only ones that could properly test ourselves.
That's
It's
right.
us.
Oh.
That's
Think
right.
about that.
Yes.
Cesaro and Kid, we went up against them, and look at us now.
Champions,
Champions.
son.
We beat them. We beat them.
That was an intense answer.
That's right, and we got one of the contest winners is actually wearing a King of Swings shirt,
Yeah.
and he's actually very upset. He's been sitting here with his arms folded the
He's
entire
shamed.
time.
He's
I
shamed.
wanted Cesaro in here.
Now
They told me I was getting Cesaro. Go on.
I want to know why, when the guys that interviewed you down the street came in the studio with us, Gavin, Travis, Eric,
Yep.
told
True.
me not to make eye contact with you.
With who? All three of
With
us? Or just
Kofi.
Because you might get lost in my eyes.
Yeah.
You got a
I
full
was
day.
told- I was
You've got a
told to
full
look-
day of work.
No, I was told to look down, and my response was, "I'm not submissive to anybody." And I want to know why
very
I was not
aggressive.
supposed to look you in the
I
eye.
didn't make that rule. Apparently, I don't know
You
where
don't
that
know?
came from.
Okay.
One of them
But
fell
the-
into the trance of
Exactly.
sexy Kofi.
One.
Well, a woman a couple days ago at a hotel referred to Kofi as the sexiest wrestler on the planet.
Yes.
So that the sex appeal is
High.
on fleek.
Kat,
Hi.
of the three, is
On
Kofi the
fleek.
most beautiful?
On
Do you
fleek.
agree with that?
I don't.
I know it's tough.
No, don't put me in that position.
Okay. All right.
Be
you know what?
honest.
Be honest.
Who are you most attracted to? Can you answer that?
Move this out of the way so you can see all three of us.
Why do you do this to me?
I think it'd be a
every
fair-
time we have athletes in the studio.
Hey, yo,
you
you're
do
gonna
this
get
to
you're gonna get me back tomorrow with hashtag Ask Rob.
Like the most. Just tell us.
Who is it, Kat? The world wants to know.
I like brains and brawn.
There it is.
That means she picked me.
And then those dimples. I mean, come on.
All right.
The suspenders.
Everyone, I won the sexy hot man contest.
All right, listen.
Sexy Woods.
I am
We got
gonna-
a new nickname.
We're done, right?
If I keep these guys much longer, I'm going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, let me tell you something. It's a dream to talk to you guys from me. I'm a huge fan of wrestling. Love you guys. Can't wait for the show tonight. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Word up.
From
Thanks
the
for
bottom of my
having
heart.
us.
We love you too.
So glad
Smackdown is coming to the
Love the
fore.
Raw.
Love you too, man.
They love the Raw.
Smackdown is tonight. You know where to get your tickets. The box office, Ticketmaster.com. They start at $15. You don't want to miss it. I promise you. New Day will be there. Guys, thank you.
Right on.
We'll be
Mortal
right back.
Kombat X, get it and play it.